Well, today, we're excited to start the next generation of Apple Silicon for the Mac. Introducing M2. It takes the breakthrough performance and capabilities of M1 even further. To tell you more, I'll pass it over to Johnny.
Today we begin our second generation of Apple Silicon designed specifically for the Mac. The M series chips deliver a scalable range of performance and capabilities. It began with M1's breakthrough set of features that transformed our most popular systems. M2 starts the second generation of M series chips and goes beyond the remarkable features of M1. Unlike others in the industry, who significantly increase power to gain performance, our approach is different. We continue to have a relentless focus on power-efficient performance. In other words, maximizing performance while minimizing power consumption. Combined with our unified memory architecture and custom technologies, this focus on power efficiency allows M2 to bring even more performance and new capabilities to our most popular Macs. M2 is built using an enhanced second-generation 5nm technology and features over 20 billion transistors. That's 25% more than M1. We use those transistors to enhance every feature of the chip, starting with the memory controller, which delivers 100 GB per second of unified memory bandwidth, which is 50% more than M1 for even greater performance. And because M1 is so capable, users run all sorts of demanding tasks. So for M2, we've enabled up to 24 GB of unified memory to handle even larger and more complex workloads. M2 features our next-generation CPU with advancements in both the performance and efficiency cores. The performance cores are faster and feature a larger cache, and the efficiency cores have been significantly enhanced for even greater performance gains. Together, they rip through CPU-intensive tasks using very little power. When we look at the multi-core CPU performance of M2 compared to M1, it delivers 18% greater performance. And compared to the latest 10-core PC laptop chip, the CPU in M2 delivers nearly 2 times faster performance at the same power level. And M2 delivers the peak performance of the PC chip while using a quarter of the power. Now let's compare M2 to the latest 12-core PC laptop chip, which needs dramatically more power to deliver an increase in performance. So it's in a thicker, hotter, more noisy system with less battery life. M2 delivers nearly 90% of the peak performance of the 12-core chip while using just a quarter of the power. This is what we mean by the power-efficient performance of Apple Silicon. M2 also features our next-generation GPU, which now has up to 10 cores. That's 2 more than M1. Combined with a larger cache and higher memory bandwidth, the 10-core GPU delivers a big boost in graphics performance. M2 delivers up to 25% higher graphics performance at the same power level as M1, and up to 35% higher performance at its max. And compared to the integrated graphics in the latest PC laptop chip, the GPU in M2 delivers 2.3 times faster performance at the same power level. And M2 delivers the peak performance of the PC chip using just 1/5 of the power. This much higher performance per watt from M2 enables systems to run cool and quiet with exceptional battery life. Now, one of the advantages of making our own silicon is that we can quickly bring our newest custom technologies across our SoCs. So M2 also features our next-generation secure enclave and neural engine. The neural engine in M2 can process up to 15.8 trillion operations per second. That's over 40% more than M1. It also has our next-generation media engine, including a higher bandwidth video decoder that supports 8K H.264 and HEVC video. And M2 features our powerful ProRes video engine for hardware-accelerated encode and decode. So systems with M2 will be able to play back multiple streams of 4K and 8K video. So that's M2. It starts our next generation of M series chips with an 18% faster CPU, 35% faster GPU, 40% faster neural engine, and 50% more memory bandwidth. It takes the amazing performance, capabilities, and efficiency of M1 even further.
So now, let's talk about the first Mac to get the M2 chip. We're thrilled that it's our most loved Mac, the MacBook Air. Users love MacBook Air for its great performance, portability, and battery life. It defined the category of thin and light notebooks. And with M1, It redefined what a thin and light notebook could do. Today, it's more popular than ever. In fact, MacBook Air is the world's best-selling laptop.
The new MacBook Air takes everything our users love about the Air to the next level. The wedge shape of the previous Air has evolved into a new design that's strikingly thin from every angle. The durable, all-aluminum unibody enclosure feels incredibly solid when you hold it and is built to last. And this remarkably thin design integrates its components so efficiently that it results in an astonishing 20% reduction in volume over the previous Air. The new Air is just 11.3 millimeters thin, or under half an inch, and it's only 2.7 pounds. MacBook Air now comes in 4 finishes: silver, space gray, a gorgeous starlight, and a stunning midnight. And yes, MagSafe is back for dedicated charging and peace of mind when you're plugged in. And it keeps the 2 Thunderbolt ports free for connecting to a variety of accessories. There's also an audio jack with support for high-impedance headphones. This all-new design is incredibly portable, and it's loaded with new features, starting with a brilliant liquid Retina display. We expanded the display closer to the sides and up around the camera to make room for the menu bar. The result is a larger 13.6-inch display with much thinner borders, giving users more screen real estate to view their content in brilliant detail. At 500 nits, it's also 25% brighter than before. And MacBook Air now supports 1 billion colors, so photos and movies look incredibly vibrant. Next, let's talk about the camera. Having a great camera is more important than ever these days, so MacBook Air features a new 1080p camera with twice the resolution and twice the low-light performance of the previous Air. Combined with the processing power of M2's advanced image signal processor, you'll look great on video calls. Next up, audio. To fit inside such a thin design, the speakers and mics are completely integrated between the keyboard and display, all while delivering an even better audio experience. A 3-mic array captures clean audio using advanced beamforming algorithms. And there's a 4-speaker sound system that produces amazing stereo separation and vocal clarity. There's also support for immersive spatial audio for music and movies with Dolby Atmos. The Magic Keyboard features a full-height function row with Touch ID. And of course, the new Air has a spacious, industry-leading Force Touch trackpad. And when it comes to performance, M2 takes it even further. So applying filters and effects in apps like Photoshop is up to 20% faster than before, and a massive 5 times faster for customers that haven't yet upgraded to Apple Silicon. And for intensive workloads like editing complex timelines in Final Cut Pro, performance is nearly 40% faster than the previous Air. Thanks to the power efficiency of M2, all these capabilities are built into a silent, fanless design. And even with a larger display and increased performance, the Air delivers the same great all-day battery life with up to 18 hours of video playback. There's also some new charging options, including a compact power adapter with 2 USB-C ports, so you can charge 2 devices at once. And for the first time, the Air supports fast charge with an available 67-watt adapter, so you can charge up to 50% in just 30 minutes. So that's the all-new, amazingly portable and powerful MacBook Air. It's thinner, lighter, and faster, with a durable unibody design, bigger display, better camera, all-day battery life, and 4 beautiful finishes. It's everything you could want in a new MacBook Air.
But that's not all we have for you today. M2 is coming to another Mac, which is actually the world's 2nd best-selling laptop, the 13-inch MacBook Pro. Now with M2, you get even more capabilities in the same great form factor. With a faster 8-core CPU and 10-core GPU, working with raw images in apps like Affinity Photo is nearly 40% faster than the previous generation, and over 3 times faster if you're upgrading from a model without Apple Silicon. And playing graphics-intensive games like Baldur's Gate 3 is also nearly 40% faster than the previous 13-inch Pro. With an active cooling system, the MacBook Pro is designed to sustain its Pro performance. And thanks to M2, it also supports up to 24 gigabytes of unified memory. Along with 50% more memory bandwidth, multitasking and working with large assets is super fluid. With support for ProRes encode and decode in M2's media engine, you can convert your video projects to ProRes nearly 3 times faster than before. MacBook Pro also delivers phenomenal battery life with up to 20 hours of video playback. So that's the powerful 13-inch MacBook Pro. With the incredible performance of M2, ProRes acceleration, up to 24 gigabytes of memory, and up to 20 hours of battery life, our most portable Pro notebook gets even better. Both the Air and the Pro also support our environmental goals. They use 100% recycled rare earth elements in many components, are free of numerous harmful substances, and meet Apple's high standards for energy efficiency. The all-new MacBook Air starts at $1199 and just $1099 for education. The powerful 13-inch MacBook Pro starts at $1299 and $1199 for education. And they'll be available next month. And the MacBook Air with M1 stays in the lineup at $999 and just $899 for education. We're thrilled to bring M2 to the world's 2 most popular laptops, the MacBook Air and 13-inch MacBook Pro.